Hi friends, welcome back to Reedhead Homestead. I'm so excited to get started on this next project. This is something we've been wanting to do for months and months and months, and I just cannot believe the time has finally arrived to get it done. I'm going to be working on some box trim molding in my parents' front dining room area. So if you guys caught my last video, I just did their whole entire brick wall when you walk in, and now I'm going to work on the next feature wall that is just massive and needs a definite upgrade. So I'm really excited to kick off this project, and I'm going to bring you guys along with me. So let's get started. So I am at Lowe's and I'm picking out my lumber for this project, and I just wanted to show you guys some of my different options, what I'm trying to choose between. So here is what I've got. So we are gonna do, this is actually two pieces here, but this is gonna be actually my chair rail that I'm gonna do. So I wanted something that was really thick. This is the side profile. I just think it's so beautiful. And I'm trying to decide between these three options for the box trim. I think this is probably the more traditional style. My concern is that this does kind of just stick off the wall quite a bit. I just don't know if I love that. But seeing it with this, it does kind of go with this style really well. This is a little bit more modern. I actually did this style of trim in my laundry room, and I love it on a door. It's really beautiful. I just think it's kind of just modern since it's a little bit more square. And then this is the trim that I recently did in Lacey's nursery, and so the side profile just isn't near as thick as this one. See how different that is? So I just kind of feel like this one, I like the style, the way this looks with the chair rail. That's the other thing I'm considering. So I feel like it just has a nice little curved edge to it. What would be your pick? I think if I was going to pick my favorite, I think it would be this one. I just think it looks really beautiful with the chair rail. So my problem is they are out. They only have just a few left here. I think this is the one I'm looking at. So if you're interested, this is the one, white hardwood colonial trim. Looks like maybe they have a couple different styles, and I'm going with the thicker one. It looks like we might be off to another Lowe's. Hi, can I please just get a grande hot flat white?
Grande hot flat white. Okay. Anything else for you?
No, that's it. Thank you so much. Thanks. It is flat white season. I was just craving a Starbucks so bad. I'm like, all I want to do is just get a Starbucks, and I just want to cut all of the trim I just bought and hang out in the garage. Anyway, I'm gonna unload all my wood here. Our truck is like not the short bed and not the long bed, it's like the in-between. And so 8-foot boards fit diagonally in the back of our truck, and I love it so much. It just makes my life so easy. So when the tailgate's up, these, I can just lay them right down. I never have to strap anything down. It is just the DIYer dream, I tell you what. So I just got all my stuff unloaded. I go in the house, and my little sister Aubrey just made me chocolate chip cookies. I love her, and they're so good. Literally the best ever. So now I have chocolate chip cookies and my coffee, and I'm gonna work on my project. This is like the best night ever. So before I get started, I thought I would just walk you through real quick how I measured the space out, because if I were to think about what's the most, I don't know, intimidating part of the project, is probably just figuring out all your measurements. So that way you don't get stuck down the road. So I know it kind of seems maybe a little bit like, well, how would I figure that out? And I'm gonna tell you how easy it is. Don't mind my little sketch here. I know it's like, for those of you who are perfectionists, this is probably gonna drive you crazy, but this is just a rough sketch. I do recommend just like taking a piece of paper and sketching it out. I originally tried this with doing 5 boxes, and I looked at it and I was like, you know what, it looks a little too busy. I tried it with 3 boxes. I didn't like the way that looked. I tried it with, you know, smaller boxes, bigger boxes. I first laid out the way visually I wanted it to look, and then I got down to the nitty-gritty of the measurements. So I decided on the 4 boxes because we wanted this wall to be, we don't plan to put any artwork on the wall. We want the box trim to be the artwork of the wall. So if you're planning on incorporating art into the space, that's something you're gonna want to be mindful of as well. Starting with the width, my wall is 14 feet wide. So 14 feet times 12, this is my little math. I hope that's not backwards for you guys, it might be, but I'll explain it to you. So I'm gonna take 14 feet times 12, that's gonna give me 168 inches. I knew here, step 2, I wanted the spaces between all my boxes to be 6 inches. Visually, I just thought that looked nice. You can just put some tape on the wall. I also did that. Put some tape on the wall and kind of map out where you think you want your spacing to be and what looks good visually to you. So that's exactly what I did. So my 6 inches, I've got 5 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I took 6 inches times 5, that gives me 30 inches. So I'm gonna take the total width of my wall minus that 30 inches, which left me with 138 inches remaining. And I knew I wanted 4 boxes, so I took 138 inches divided by 4, and that left me with 34.5, which gives me the width of each of my boxes. So it's pretty simple math. It definitely can be done. You do the same thing, kind of calculating your spaces here. This ended up being 8 feet, determining that I knew I could get my trim in 8 foot, and that would fit in the back of my truck. So that is what determined this box. And then this remaining space up here is just gonna be whatever's left over. So really simple. This is my chair rail here, okay? So this is what we're doing. I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting 45s on all of my trim. So I quickly wanted to show you guys what I'm doing here. I am cutting everything first on a 45. This can be a little tricky. Just pay attention to your trim, which side is the outside and which side is your inside. So keep an eye on that the whole entire time. I promise you it's very easy to lose track of if you're just kind of like trying to, get through it quick. Just take it slow and make sure you're doing it right. So I am cutting these down to the 34.5 inches. For the width of my boxes. That's kind of what I'm starting with. And so once you've got your 45, I just go ahead and take off the smallest bit that I can just to get my 45-degree cut there. And then I'm gonna take my tape measure, and you're gonna be measuring the width is gonna be from your outside, not your inside. It's gonna be from the total outside length of the 45 that you're cutting on. So I'm gonna take my tape measure and put that there. I'm gonna find my 34 and a half. So then I've got this marked here. I just put a little tick, and I'm gonna take my speed square and I'm gonna line up the edge with my tick mark. And once you get that lined up on there, you can draw your 45. And that's gonna give you pretty much a perfect cut every single time. You know right where to put that blade. And then you can go ahead, once you've got it cut, double check, and we are at 34.5, perfectly. And then I can start using this as a template for the rest of my pieces. It is the next day, and I'm realizing that I didn't even show you, I don't think I showed you the space that I am gonna be working on. So it's actually this wall behind me. So let me take you guys over here so you can see. But right from the front door, when you walk in, there's this big wall. So this is what I am working on. And actually I've already got so many pieces of the trim cut. I can't believe how fast this is gonna start coming together. So if I had to guess what's gonna take me the longest, I think it is going to be caulking everything. So I think that's gonna take a while, and being on the ladder and a whole thing. So luckily, I just got over my fear of heights doing this whole entire wall, so that way I could prep myself for doing this wall. So I think it's gonna start coming together pretty darn quick here though. Since my wall is 14 foot long and the chair rail came in 8-foot sections, I'm going to need to splice the 2 pieces together. To do this, I'm cutting each piece at a 45-degree bevel cut to fit them together nicely. So we ran into a snag, but Jared had quite the fix.
It's called a pocket knife.
Look at that,
Just notch it out, baby.
I love it. That's so cute.
Notch it out.
Perfect. Now it's a perfect fit.
Yep.
Love it. I marked on the wall where I wanted the bottom of the chair rail to sit, and we're using our level to make sure it's straight. I'm using my brad nailer to secure the trim to the wall. knew that I wanted the boxes below the chair rail to be right above this intercom box, so you'll see here I'm using a piece of trim as well as a 6-inch wide piece of scrap wood that I had on hand to make sure everything lined up correctly. This project at first was making me a little nervous because I just couldn't visualize it. I couldn't see it. But now she's got one board up. We have one board literally up. One. And literally I'm obsessed already. You can say done and I'd be like, woo! I love it.
I'm so glad you love it.
I feel like this is gonna be
Should I just stop here?
amazing. You'd stop here and
I'm just kidding.
I don't know
way.
why I didn't add a board there before.
The difference that a board makes, guys. Wow.
Love it.
Here you'll notice that I assembled the first box ahead of time. I did this just using some multi-purpose super glue, which makes the trim pretty simple to install because you're just making sure that everything is level and spaced correctly. After I got the first one in place, we chose to install each trim piece individually after that. We used this 6-inch wide template the entire time and marked where the corner of each trim piece would be. I used my pin nailer to nail each trim piece to the wall, and I enjoy using my pin nailer for trim like this because you can skip filling the holes if you want to. The holes are so small that you really don't notice them unless you're right up close, and half the time the paint will just fill the holes anyway. My stepdad Jared was a huge help to me on this project, and I would definitely recommend having someone help you if your walls are really tall. This wall is about 18 feet tall, and having the extra set of hands made this project so much easier. I'm very grateful to have had his help.
Here is progress for night number 2. I cannot believe how far we got tonight. It is looking so good. We still have one more set of boxes that I'm gonna do at the top there, so that'll be tomorrow. But what are you thinking of it?
It's so good.
It's so good.
So good. It's so much better than I thought it was gonna be. But there is a question.
Yeah.
That we just can't figure out.
We're trying to decide.
But wait, look at my cute.
I know, look at your cute hair that I'm so jealous.
Addison just did it.
I love it, so cute.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so from here down,
We're thinking,
what if we do a color?
yeah, we just don't know.
I don't know, or should we just do it the same? I don't know.
It's funny because from over there you can't actually really see the scale of this, but you standing next to it,
Oh yeah, you
it really puts it into perspective how how big it is.
yeah, you still have the highest part to do.
I know, but seriously, it's a good thing I got over my fear of heights over there.
Yeah.
I told Jared, I said, there is literally no way on this planet Earth that I would have been able to do this tonight had I not just done that other one. So
I know, been up so high.
there's no way.
Yeah.
But anyway, what do we think about a color?
What about black?
I don't know.
Not
I'm thinking,
black.
I know, I'm thinking, like if I was gonna pick, like my initial instinct is like a really deep navy blue. That's my initial instinct. Like something to add a little bit of drama, you know?
Okay.
I just need a little bit of drama in here. I know we have like the navy blue curtains. And
Yeah, we do.
Normally we have
That
like,
would
a little bit of
actually-
navy blue situation going on. That's my like.
Let's put a pin in it.
I know.
Let's think about it.
We're undecided.
Go home, go to bed.
Okay.
Get
the
some
other
rest.
option is just I'm gonna paint all of it gray.
I think maybe that. I don't know. Let's think about it. I don't know.
So
I don't
anyway, okay. Well, more tomorrow. I can't wait.
Seven hours driving on the highway. Far away, far away, far away. Every moment I was spending on regrets was such a waste, such a waste, such a waste. Looking on the city lights, flashing bright in my eyes. Look up to the sky and I got this relief inside, and there's no need to hide.
is painting day, my favorite day, of course. I always get so excited to get everything painted. So we rarely have anything to tape.
Great.
Which is so great.
I love that.
Little teeny tiny bit, which is wonderful. So what an easy project. But we are gonna go, I think I said it earlier, but we are gonna go ahead and do everything gray. So I'm gonna stop jibber jabbering because I'm so excited to paint. Let's do this thing.
Looking on the city lights, flashing bright in my eyes. Look up to the sky and I got this relief inside. Then there's no need to hide.
This space is all done and I'm so excited to show you guys how it turned out. Here it is.
It's kind of hard to see.
It's hard to see because this wall is so large and in
have to go
charge.
like this.
I know. Yeah. We'll just take you guys from the top down to the bottom.
The bottom.
As you can see, I'm like 5'5", so
This is huge.
Almost to my height basically. But I love this. We did decide to keep it gray because we just wanted it to be, we didn't plan on putting any artwork on the wall. We wanted the trim to be the artwork for the wall, and I feel like it just is understated but also just kind of elegant. It kind of just feels like it's just always been here. It kind of just feels like it goes with the style of the house and just like it's just meant to be here. So I love the way that it turned out, and we went ahead and switched up some other little art pieces in this room. We actually did a trade.
We did.
These were at my house, and what was here was this, really cute grateful sign, and that went to my house. So we decided we're just gonna start trading decor back and forth.
So one more thing though.
Oh yeah,
This sad situation.
We know we need something, big here, so we're on the hunt for something, but for
Because that
now-
doesn't quite look right.
Yeah, we definitely need some more height here, so
Yes.
we're on the hunt for that. But I think once we wrap that up, this space just feels nice and refreshed, and I just love the way that it feels in here.
Like, I'm obsessed with it. I really had a picture of like what it was gonna look like in my mind, and then it's like nothing like that. It's so much better.
Aww.
It's so much better. And it does. It feels like it has been here this whole time.
This whole time.
Yeah. I love it.
Another DIY success.
Check.
Check.
You did great. Thank you so much.
So thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed another makeover. I am just loving the way your house is coming together.
All these fun changes.
All these fun things. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Always have more in store, so stay tuned, stick around, and I'll catch you really soon.
Bye.